Okay, continuing the vectors section of the revision booklet, we've got question 5. OPQR is a trapezium with PQ parallel to OR. OP is 2B, OP is 2B, PQ is 2A, and OR is 6A. Find the M is the midpoint, and N is the midpoint. So that's vector ratio 1 to 1. Find the vector Mn in terms of A and B. Right, so I'm going to go, since we know OP, I'm going to go M, P, O, R. So first of all, we've got to work out that MP is going to be half of QP, which means, well, PQ is 2A, so it's going to be minus A. It's going to be half, and in the opposite direction. We know that PO, therefore, is going to be the opposite direction, so that's going to be minus 2B, the opposite direction of that one. And ON is going to be half of OR. Ooh, my computer's about to take off. So that means that that's going to be 3A. It's going the same direction as OR, so it's going to be half of it. Then if we add all of those together, we will get that MN is going to be minus A minus 2B plus 3A, which is going to be 2A minus 2B. X is the midpoint of MN, and Y is the midpoint of QR. Prove that XY is parallel to OR. So first of all, we are going to have to work out what we're going to have to work out what QR is, I think. So QR is going to be, well, we're going to have to go so we're going to have to go all the way around. So QR is going to be minus 2A minus 2B plus 6A. So that means that that is going to be 4A minus 2B. So that means that QY is going to be half of that, 2A minus B. Then we are going to have to work out how we can get from, right, we want to show that XY is parallel, so we're going to have to work out how to get from X to Y. We know how, we worked out in the previous question what MN was. So now I'm going to work out that MX is going to be half of that, which means that that is going to be half of this, which is going to be A minus B. Okay, so now we want to get from X to Y. So the way I'm going to do that is, I know how to get from Q to Y, so I'm going to go X to M to Q to Y, which means I need to go XM, which is going to be the opposite of this, so that's going to be B minus A. We need to go MQ, which is going to be half of PQ, which is going to be A, and then we know that QY already is 2A minus B. So now if we add these together to get from X to Y, we are going to go B minus A, and then we are going to add on M to Q plus A, and then we are going to add on Q to Y plus 2A minus B. And then if we collect our like terms, I'll start with the A's. We've got minus A plus 2A. So that equals 2A. And then we've got B minus B, which cancels out our B's, nothing. So we're just left with 2A. So we now know that they are parallel because xy is 2a, and OR is, we're told right at the beginning, 6a, so they've both got a factor of a and nothing else, and no other common factor, so they are parallel. ABCD is a straight line. O is a point, so that OA equals A and OB equals B. C is the midpoint of AD. So, I mean, that's a big 1-to-1. I mean, we're missing out the B there. Express in terms of A and B the vector AC. Have I missed? Oh, B is the midpoint of AC. So actually what we could do, say this is 1, and this is 2. Okay, I knew I missed a bit. So we need to work out AC. Well, if we can work out AB, which is minus A plus B, or B minus A, it's going to be 2 lots of that. So we could do that as 2B minus 2A if we wanted to. And then we want to work out OD. Well, if we can get, we know that AB equals BC, okay, which is going to be, well, we know that we can work out that AB is B minus A. We know that AC equals CD, and we've worked out that AC is 2B minus 2A. So therefore, if we want to get from B to D, we're going to do B minus A plus 2B minus 2A, which will simplify to 3B minus 3A. Now that we can get from B to D, we just need to get from O to B, and then we can do OBD. So O to B is B, so therefore O to D is B plus 3B minus 3A, which is 4B minus 3A. Not drawn accurately. ABCD is a parallelogram. AB is parallel to DC, DC is parallel to BC, AB equals P, AD equals Q. We want what is AC. Well, we know that this is also going to be Q, and this is also going to be P because it's a parallelogram. So if we want to go from A to C, it's going to be P minus Q. Okay, oh, over here. B to D. B to D, well, that's going to be minus P, Q, plus Q, or Q. Oh, sorry, that should be a plus. Or Q minus P. Sorry, that first one should have been a plus Q. Having a moment there. Okay, so then part B. We've got AC and BD as the diagonals of the parallelogram ABCD. AC, so they intersect at T. Express AT in terms of P and Q. Well, we know that AC that equals P plus Q. Okay. We know that BD equals Q minus P, and we have got to work out what AT is. Okay, so to do this, we are going to have to it's going to be, oh, hold on. Yeah, so the two lines are going to be bisected, so it's going to be half P plus Q. Question 8. The diagram is not drawn accurately. We are told that OAB is a triangle, B is the midpoint of OR, so they're in a ratio 1 to 1. Q is the midpoint of AB, so they're in a ratio 1 to 1. And OP is 2A. OP is 2A, PA is A, and OB is B. Okay, so then we need to find AB, so we can go minus 3A plus B, or B minus 3A. Then we want to know P to R. Well, we know that this is split in the ratio 1 to 1, so we know that this is also going to be B. So we've got minus 2A plus 2B, or 2B minus 2A. And then finally we got P to Q. So we know that P to A is A. We've got to work out what AB is and half it. So let's work out what AB is. Oh no, we've already worked out what AB is. It's B minus 3A. So AQ is going to be half, or B over 2 minus 3A over 2. And then we know that P is A, so I'm going to write that in terms of halves. So PQ is going to be 2A over 2 plus B over 2 minus 3A over 2. We've got like terms. Oh, don't forget the minus. So 2A over 2 minus 3 over 2 is going to be minus A over 2. So we end up with B over 2 minus A over 2, which we could write as half B minus A. Hence explain why PQR is a straight line. So we're then going to have to work out what PR is. Oh, we did that already. Well, if we factorise 2B minus 2A, we can rewrite that as 2B minus A. They both have a factor of B minus A, PR is 4 times PQ, and they share a point. So they're the same line. I know that PR is 4 times PQ because PR has got a factor of 2, whereas PQ has got a factor of half. So if we know that PQ is 3, PR is going to be 12. Ooh, that's done.